So Stephen Jones says to get ready for 2025 to be a lot like 2024 when it comes to the Cowboys and free agency. Now, if you remember what happened with the Cowboys in free agency, they didn't hardly do anything. They brought back Zeke, signed Eric Kendricks. That's about it for free agency. They did, of course, sign Dak Prescott to his contract at the 11th hour. They did get CeeDee Lamb's contract done. So if 2024 is going to be a lot like 2025, or if 2025, whatever, it's all sound like it's going to be bad anyway. They're going to sign Micah Parsons to his mega contract, probably make him the highest paid defensive player in the history of the game, and then not do anything else. And you think a new head coach will want to walk into any of this? It's more likely now than ever that Mike McCarthy's coming back as head coach of this team. Whether you like him or hate him or whatever, Jerry Jones is in his mid-80s, or I should say his early 80s at this point. He ain't got time to go with somebody new to try to figure them out. He didn't have time. And now the Cowboys' financial situation will be just as bad, according to Steven, as it was this year. Which is funny because the Cowboys could do whatever they want to do when it comes to cap manipulation, to be able to move stuff around, to create the requisite cap room, to be able to be a player in free agency. But they don't want to do that. So this isn't a 1-year thing. This is about to be a 2-year thing. Look, man, just like you, I'm a Cowboys fan. I can't quit the narcotic. But this ish right here, nah, man. Whatever.
What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. We back in these streets. We back in these work streets. You see the holiday stuff going on. It's a little hood, but we still doing the holidays. I'm a Grinch. I don't be liking no Christmas, but hey, it is what it is. But man, I just jumped on here right quick. We're going to get this Burgers and Blizzards. I got to hit my dog Mike up. We're going to get that rocking back this weekend. Hopefully we can get this Best of Enemies back going. Feel me? We done whooped up on Washington. I've been wanting to talk to George. But so bring it back. Y'all hear them in the streets, go tell them to, come on, man, bring it back. But I just want to make a quick video. I like making these videos now because I like talking shit about the Joneses and letting y'all know, stop believing the hype. Stop believing that hype. So anyway, Stephen Jones came out talking again and got this video. You've already seen it. I played it before, and then a little excerpt about Stephen Jones. I'm sure you already heard it because I seen it on Law, but actually I seen it on Twitter, but I seen Law talking about it. And basically it's the same old damn thing. Stephen Jones already jumping out there talking that dumb shit about the cap. Oh, it's going to be a really tight one. 2024 and 2025, we already expected that this budget is going to be really, really, really tight. Because we got people on the books that ain't here no more. And then we're going to get rid of some more players and they're going to be on the books. And then we got to sign Micah. It's just going to be tough. It's going to be tough to really get who we want. Man, please. Bro, the craziest thing about this thing, when they jump out there and say the dumbest stuff in the world to me, is y'all don't have to. This is crazy because you guys are in a situation where you guys can do anything you want. You're not a GM or a player personnel guy, whatever the hell y'all are. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Ain't nobody gonna fire y'all. That's what we keep going back to. That's what me and Mike White have talked about on Burgers and Blizzards for about 3 years. About 3-4 years now. We've been saying, beating this damn same daggone drum until the cows come home. We've been beating this drum saying, you guys don't have no worry. Jerry always jumps up there and saying, I ain't got no threat of being fired. I can do what I want. Well, if y'all can do what y'all want and y'all got no threat of being fired, and you're the richest sports organization in the world, how come y'all the richest, brokest mofos in the world? Nobody firing you. Y'all can go crazy in free agency. Y'all can go crazy in the draft. Y'all can flip players, restructure. Y'all can do whatever you want because there ain't going to be nobody to say nothing to you. So why don't y'all do that so y'all can make sure y'all get the best team possible because of the money? Well, here's one of the reasons. Stephen Jones always talking about that cap because it ain't his money. It's Jerry's. You didn't build this. Jerry did. You don't got that money. So that's why you always talking about cap. Because it ain't your money. That's why you always talking about, well, we got to do this with the cap and we got to figure this. Because it ain't your money. Feel me? Both y'all cheapskates now. So that's why y'all don't want to get busy. But that's just crazy because there is nothing that's going to happen to you if y'all did. That's why I don't respect y'all. Because y'all sit out there and could do whatever y'all want. My guy, Mike Fisher, we had the interview. He said, here's $100 million plan, how you can get free up $100 million. Too many people have already come out and said, yo, you can restructure this. You can cut this person. You can move this around. You can do that. You can make it work if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to really make this work and be competitive year in and year out, y'all could do it every single year, but y'all don't want to. So I'm imploring you Cowboys fans that want to keep believing this crap, getting all hyped up about the draft and stuff. It's going to be crash and burn again. It may not be lame duck like I called this year. They could return to the playoffs, but they ain't going to win nothing. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that this man has already, Jerry and Steven, already hit you with the Dak Prescott, CD Lamb? We can't sign nobody. We had to sign Dak and CD. Now you got Micah coming up. Dog, come on, man. You already know, because you know Micah ain't going to be sitting down. He ain't going to take no discounts. If Dak and them didn't take discounts, you think Micah Parsons going to take a discount? Hell no. He's going to probably be one of the most highest paid players in the league. And what do you think Steven's going to say? We just paid Micah, and we got Micah on the books. We got CD on the books now. We got Dak on the books. We got a little wiggle room because of those stars we got. And when you sign those three guys to where they are at now, you just can't get who you want. You know what I'm saying? I already put out Odell Beckham just got released by the Dolphins. I already put it out there. Go ahead and get him now, Dallas. That's who y'all go get now. Y'all sign an Odell Beckham Jr. when he ain't worth nothing. And then try to pump it to us like, we got Odell Beckham Jr. to pair with CD Lamb now. Bruh, like y'all are so whack. You know, and I made another post on my Twitter that I'm glad I got to see 6 Super Bowls. 8 Super Bowls, I got to see 6 of them. I'm happy I got to see that. Unlike some of these younger Cowboys fans that have been going through this BS and they ain't seen nothing. Or, you know, I feel for y'all. I got to see some glory days. I got to see the goodness of the Cowboys before this dumb crap with these Joneses. I got to see it. I got to feel it and live it and understand the Cowboys tradition from them 70s, them 80s, even them goofy 90s with Jerry and them. I ain't going to say the goofy because we had Jimmy, but goofy Jerry. And then we already know about the purgatory. So I ain't going to be much longer, but I will just say this. So anyway, I had to take a pause right quick, these work streets. But I just want to say this about Stephen Baby Nuts Jones. One thing I will say, I'll give you props, Stephen Jones props on. At least he be telling it straight up, like, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing free agency. We ain't gonna do nothing this. We ain't gonna do nothing. I will at least give him props for at least telling me to my face, we ain't doing Now, I may not like that. I hate it because I love my Cowboys. But I will give you props. At least you tell me to my face that we ain't doing nothing. And oh, well, this is how we're going to do it. I respect that more. I do. I may not like it, but I'd rather a person tell me straight up to my face what the hell it is than somebody going behind my back lying like all these other people in these streets or whatever be doing. Or even like Jerry. Jerry be lying because he don't like people hating him. He don't want people to hate on him. He don't want people to dislike him. So he will turn truths. He'll manipulate. He'll say other things to keep you close and keep you wanting to come back because of what he says. Stephen Jones is the exact opposite. Stephen Jones will just say, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. And I don't think we're going to do this. I might not like it, I don't like Jerry's way. I think I don't like Jerry's way worse because we know what you're doing. We know you lying, but you still lie to our face. At least you, Stephen Jones, tell us straight to our faces, we ain't doing nothing. I respect that more, even though I don't like you at all. At all. As far as football wise. I don't know you personally, neither one of y'all. So I don't know what type of people y'all are outside of this. But football wise, y'all disgust me. I can't stand y'all, and y'all are ruining the organization. So with that being said, let me give my quick short list of coaches that the Cowboys could hire. Before I get off of here, I made a list on my Twitter. Please go check it out at Big Game James if you want to follow me on Twitter. I put Kellen Moore, Mike Vrabel, Mike Zimmer, Mike McCarthy. Who else did I put? Mike Zimmer, Mike McCarthy. Bill Belichick's going, and for everybody with the Bill Belichick thing, he said F you to the NFL, but, I told y'all, the only way he would have came is if he got power. Jerry wasn't giving up the power, so that's why he probably wasn't even thinking about Dallas. And he making like $10 million a year. Jerry wasn't paying that man that much, man. I don't care what he did. So that's why he became eliminated. Deion Sanders still a dark horse for me. I know probably ain't gonna happen. Probably ain't gonna happen. But he still would be a dark horse for me, just because that would be the only one. I wouldn't even get excited for it, but that would be the only one I'd be like, I'd be intrigued to watch. But as I said before, Kevin Stefanski, BJ Nix threw that out there. I told y'all I liked him a few weeks ago, but he would be a puppet because he was a puppet, and I liked him though. But he would be a puppet because he was a puppet with Cleveland, because he never benched Deshaun Watson. I know he wanted to, but he couldn't because of management. You think if they did that over there in Cleveland, what do you think they're gonna do here in Dallas? Come on, man. OC maybe, but just like Kevin Gray said on here, Jared gonna go with something familiar. The Cowboys go with stuff familiar. I keep trying to tell y'all these things, man. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all want to go listen to all that other mumbo jumbo lies and stuff. No, I told you. Why you think they hired Mike Zimmer as the defensive coordinator? Because it was familiar. They either go for a big name or they go with something they're familiar with. Oh, I threw in Jason Witten too, because he's the son. And all them names I ain't feeling at all. I wouldn't be happy with none of them names, because then none of them gonna win here. And Mike McCarthy coming back because it's familiar. You get what I'm saying? I told y'all, when Mike Zimmer became the defensive coordinator, go check out them shows on The Final Word and all that. I told y'all, as soon as Mike Zimmer got hired and he was pushing for this job, that they would consider him. If that offense wasn't doing anything this year and that defense kept them in the game, God dog it, I got the receipts for it. I said that they would go with Mike Zimmer as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I told y'all, Kellen Moore in 2019, when he came on the staff, I said he could be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys because they're grooming him like Gary. There's one. Mike McCarthy, I knew they were hiring him because he had Super Bowl experience and he was sitting out. I guessed that hire right. I knew they were hiring Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn's resume with the Seattle Seahawks, we talked about it before he got hired. Got that right. I told y'all, Mike Zimmer, as soon as they brought him on a defensive coordinator, because they're familiar, he was with the Cowboys in the 90s, and you're here, and your team never gave up. Defense is still fighting. And guess what they're talking about in them streets right now? Guess what they're talking about in the streets right now? Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer, he's earned it. He's done this. He's done that. I knew it was going to happen. And Jerry is 81, 82 years old, however the hell old you are. You think he's going to start with somebody new? Stop talking about Ben Johnson and all these other guys. They're not coming here. He's not going to pay them. They're not going to have no control. And he don't know you. And if you don't have those factors, you ain't getting hired. So that short list I gave you, that's the list I really think it's going to be. It's either Mike McCarthy come back, you know there ain't nothing going to win. Mike Zimmer is a dark horse. I said he was. I told y'all, and I'm out. I'm out if he becomes a coach. I told y'all. Kellen Moore, I told y'all. Mike Vrabel, he may be the one that he might get the job just because Belichick in. I dropped the video. Mike Fisher If you don't get Belichick, get somebody with Belichickian, Mike Vrabel, tough, hard-nosed coach, disciplined, blah, blah, blah. He ain't going to win shit here. Guarantee you, but failures. So with that being said, I'm glad I got to see 6 Super Bowls. Thank the Lord I did. I'm at peace with them not seeing anymore, even though it hurts my soul because I love the Dallas Cowboys like no other, but I can't stand them Joneses like no other. And I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are going to see another Super Bowl in my lifetime. I think I'm going to be dead by then. Just me. I'm going to still watch my Cowboys because I love my Cowboys. Hate the Joneses. And I don't think Cowboys going to another Super Bowl no time soon. The drought will continue for a very, very, very long time. Keep getting hyped on that draft if you want to. It's exciting, yes. But it ain't going to matter. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. Big Game James, I'm out. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you. Peace.